In today's video, I'm going to go through JanPro. I feel like every day there's another janitor commercial cleaning franchise that comes across our desk. You have JanPro, JanTies, Janny King, Mint Condition. There's a lot of players in the market. Today, we're going to focus just on JanPro, especially the franchise costs, franchise payback, how much owners make. And we got to make an important distinction that you have the area developers, master franchisees, as well as the unit franchisees. And we're going to go through what those two things mean. And we have had another video really explaining that franchisor, sub-franchisor, master franchisee, area developer, and unit franchisee. So again, it could be master franchisee, area developer, sub-franchisor. For today's video, we're going to use the term area developer as well as unit franchisee. So franchisor, area developer, unit franchisee. JanPro was started by Jacques Lapointe in Providence, Rhode Island in 1991. And it's one of the largest commercial cleaning companies in the world, operating throughout the United States as well as internationally. It's really more to that B2B audience, including car dealerships, gyms, banks, churches, schools, as well as offices. They emphasize their commitment using only cleaning products that require very minimal chemicals and are healthy for you and healthy for the environment. It's a big industry with, in the United States alone, 3.3 million jobs that are in the cleaning industry, 2 of which are supported by janitorial services alone. You have 845,000 businesses in the janitorial sector, and it comprises $58 billion. So it's a huge market opportunity. As I mentioned, they have the area developer option where you can own a large territory. Right now, there's 98 area developers for JanPro across the United States, and they're basically serving franchisees in that territory and collecting royalties, providing support for those franchisees. And they act as the middleman, getting the contract from the commercial cleaning customers, the businesses, the churches, and then connecting that contract with one of the unit franchisees to service the account. So the unit franchisees, you can think really more mom and pop, 1, 2 people. Some of them scale up and have 20 employees, but most of the time, a JanPro franchisee is going to be just a husband and wife team, maybe a couple employees, that's it. Where the area developer, and there's 98 of those, is really running a business where they're leveraging the JanPro brand, the relationships, finding the customers, these businesses, and connecting them to the franchisees to fulfill the service. So they take on a good amount of responsibility from the franchisor, JanPro, helping train, support the new locations that are open in their area. And you have other franchises, especially in the commercial cleaning space, like JanTies, Mint Condition, Janny King, that use this area developer type model. So the regional area developer is serving a capacity of a coach, mentor, advisor to help those unit franchisees really grow their business. To get started as a area developer, regional developer, you're going to have to invest anywhere from $127,000 to $769,000. That includes an initial franchise fee of $50K all the way up to $600,000. Regional developers do pretty well in the JanPro system. They're making anywhere from $233,000 all the way up to $14 million. But hold on, before you get too excited, the profit margin is pretty slim in the single digits. So say around 5% profit margin, you're still making, $250K a year based on a $300,000 investment. That's not bad. It's going to take you some time to start making owner compensation or EBITDA of $250,000. But we estimate that you get your payback in 4 or 5 years, which is pretty good for a franchise. We usually like to see full-time owner operators get their payback, their capital investment back in 4 years, but 4 to 5 years, not bad, especially for an established franchise brand. So for the unit franchisee, we estimate a payback of 2 to 4 years to get your money back. If you're working day to day in the business, pretty high margin, 50, 60, 70% on that $76,000 in sales. Of course, if you're a one-man show, it's going to be a higher profit margin. If you have employees, not 50%, it's going to be significantly less. But if you're the owner working in the business day to day, and maybe your spouse is helping part-time, you can expect really high profit margins for a unit franchisee of JanPro, and there's thousands across the United States. But for the regional developers, and for them, there's only 98 regional developers, very high average unit volume. However, the profit margin's slim at about 5%. So JanPro is a franchise opportunity to potentially consider if you're looking at commercial cleaning. There's other businesses to consider in this space. And although the service is commercial cleaning, really if you're a regional developer of JanPro or another company in this space, you're really more running a sales and marketing and service providing business. And it just happens to be in the janitorial services space. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If there's any other franchises you'd like us to review, especially in the commercial cleaning and janitorial space, please leave a comment or shoot me an email at patrick@vettedbiz.com. Thanks.